Hi guys and welcome back. So this Audi S4 here, it owes me less than £1,500 and I've really enjoyed doing all the videos so far, so I thought it'd be nice to get something to kind of do together, and this is it at the end of the day, this red S4. How I ended up getting this car for less than £1,500 is something we'll get round to in a minute, but first I'm going to show you the car. And if you're new to the channel, tap down below, hit subscribe, and you'll see the progress of this car, and give me until the time we're done with it and it's going to look like a completely different car. So I thought it'd be fun as well to try and do this car with you all and try and show you the process of doing everything, and something that we can all do together really. As you can see as well, this car is a long way from perfect and I've got a lot in mind that I actually want to be doing to this. Bearing in mind, it's still running and driving, it has got one huge issue, which is something that we need to fix. You can probably also tell though that this car has been slightly lowered, and that's also because it's got KWs on it, and that's something that I've actually done in the time that I've had it. Okay, so for the wheels then, I'm pretty sure that these are RS4 wheels on it, off B8.5 or something like that, and it's recently had new discs and pads on it all around. I think they're Mintex or something like that, I'm not too clued up. So silver trims on it, I'm not too keen on these. I'm thinking either gloss black or matte black maybe. Leave a comment down below what you think, but I'm not too keen on them, so I do want to change them at some point. Down the side of it, the bodywork is fairly clean, apart from the bonnet actually, which is not in a good way. So on here then, I'm not too sure if you can see it on the camera, but there's about 50 different little dimples on it, and I think the paint's blistered, so it might have been painted at some point. The headlights on it could probably do with a refurb as well. They don't look the best, let's be real. The grille as well is something I'm not too keen on. I think it's like an RS4 replica sort of one, but I'm not really a fan of the silver on it, as you can probably tell. On the bumper as well here, I'm not too sure what's happened, but it's got a bit of crazed paint. It's not the end of the world though. So another thing that we definitely need to sort out is spoiler on it, because it's kind of lacquer peeled and it's got water trapped under it, as you can see. So I jet washed it and most of it actually came off. But all around, I think this is an absolutely brilliant car, and I can't even think of a better all around car than a fast Audi estate. It may not be the quickest car right now, I know that, but I would like to make it quicker. I have got a lot of things that we're going to be doing to this car then, and hopefully you stay with us on the journey of trying to turn this into a slightly better S4 than it already is. It has got an aftermarket exhaust on it already, but to me it's a little bit too loud. And this is just on idle as well. I can feel it going through my whole body. So this car is already stupidly loud. I never thought I'd end up saying that, but I might have to change it. But it does actually sound pretty good. It sounds like a trumpet, so it doesn't sound bad. I mean, it sounds alright on idle, but when you're driving along and you're doing about 2,000 or 3,000 revs at about 70, it drones the hell out of you, so that might be something else that I need to do. But on a whole then, all around, this is an absolutely brilliant car, and to have a manual one is even more rare, and I'd rather have a manual gearbox in it than an auto. Okay, so on the inside then, it is actually a really basic spec, which is kind of weird, but it has got a black roof lining, which I'm a big fan of. The seats in it is probably something that I want to change. A fast Audi estate with four-wheel drive, what's not to like? But this car does have one big issue that we need to fix on it. And look at all of that boot space, what's not to like? Hey, so what's actually wrong with this car? Well, it burns a litre of oil every 100 miles. Okay, so I need to show you under the bonnet, of course, where the most important thing is. Under here then, we've got a 3 litre V6, which is also supercharged. And it's completely standard engine at this point, as far as I know it anyway, but I have got plans to do bits under here. We've also got a dipstick, which is fairly handy considering the amount of oil that this car drinks, and it's good to have that because the electric ones are pretty unreliable. It's not leaking anything, so it must be going out the back of it, and I'm pretty sure that's also why the bloke I got this off ended up wanting to get rid of it. And I think that's also how I got so lucky with this car, and how I got it, well, for what I did get it anyway. I'm pretty convinced he was thinking this car's going to need a full rebuild, but I think there's another way around it. Overall then, I feel like I've got myself a bargain, and this car's got a lot of potential. Some of you may see that vision, others of you may think it's just a boring Audi estate, but I hope by the end of the series that could change your mind. Sorry, just let me turn that down a bit. Okay, how I got this car basically for 1,500 quid. I had a Range Rover that I got for the time, paid £1,000 for that, and it me about £1,500. I spent £476 on that car roughly, so I bought a new inlet manifold on it, I serviced it, I serviced the gearbox, and I fixed some of the injector lines on it because the car was running like a bag of nails. And after that, I spent a good couple of days cleaning that car up. Okay, how I ended up swapping that Range Rover for this car was plain and simple. I was on Marketplace, I messaged a guy about this saying, do you want to swap for this Range Rover? I sent him over some details, we met up, he was happy, I was happy, we were both honest with each other, and it worked for both of us. So I swapped that Range Rover that I had for this car here, which I think is a bargain. He was happy, I'm happy, everyone's a winner here. And that's how I got this S4 for £1,500. I've got loads of stuff that I want to do to this as well, and I can't wait to get started. And to me, it's unreal because I've wanted an S4 for years, and I always wanted the estate as well, and with a manual in it, to me, that's a lot going on. Let's listen to it. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel as well, don't forget to tap down below and hit subscribe. Right, catch you next time.